I started an intermittent fasting diet to learn how to help others do the same and to share my results. I've seen so many people start diets only to give up a few days later or a few weeks later.
Hey, listen, I quit.
And there are so many reasons for this, but one of the biggest reasons is that people end up quitting on their diets is because they don't know the secrets to starting a diet in a way that's sustainable. I'm Emily, I'm a kinesiologist and physical health and education teacher, and today I'm excited to share the top 5 things I learned when I started my diet to help you make your transition smoother. So when I decided to do this intermittent fasting diet, I specifically chose the 16-8 fasting schedule, meaning that I would fast for 16 hours and allow myself to eat for 8 hours each day.
So, what do you do to stay in shape?
Before starting my diet, I did some research on the different intermittent fasting options, and I chose this one because it fit my schedule best.
New schedule.
And my research showed that this was the best intermittent fasting schedule for weight loss specifically. So the 16-8 intermittent fasting schedule, like I mentioned in one of my other videos, is the best for weight loss because after 12 hours of fasting, your body doesn't have any glucose left to burn for energy. So what it does is it uses your fat stores. This combined with a small caloric deficit is one of the best ways to lose weight. So you may be asking yourself, if this diet is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, then why don't more people do it? The simple reason is that it's not really easy to follow because the diet only allows you to eat during 8 hours each day, and that 8 hours should start at 11 a.m. and finish at 7 p.m. If your partner is eating chips or popcorn beside you while watching TV at 10 p.m., well, you can't share the popcorn or be eating chips at that time because it's past your eating window. Sustaining an intermittent fasting diet is one of the hardest. And my experience with the 16-8 intermittent fasting schedule taught me a few lessons that I hope can help you too. So my first lesson is that I'm suggesting that you clearly define the reason that you're starting this diet. Psychologically, I found that having a clearly defined reason for dieting increases my motivation to stick with it. So my reason for dieting is to lose weight and to be in better physical health to increase my chances of living a long and healthy life and to get the opportunity to do all the things that I want to do. So you may have a completely different reason to diet, and that's totally fine. Whatever your reason is, just have a clear reason why you're doing it. Maybe write it down or put it in your phone. In times of doubt or mental weakness, then read this and think about it. Your reason for dieting should always be in your mind. So my second lesson is to start slow, and I've heard this so many times that people just jump right into it right away, get sick and tired, and then give up after a few days. So the 16-8 intermittent fasting isn't easy, and you shouldn't expect to jump right into it without any trouble.
Oh my God!
So what I suggest is that you start pretty much gradual. So you do a 12-12 fasting schedule, meaning that you fast for 12 hours and eat for 12 hours each day and work your way up to 16 hours of fasting over the course of a few weeks, depending on how it's going for you. Personally, I was able to work my way up to the 16-8 within 3 weeks, but I really suggest that you take the time you need and work your way up as gradually as you want. My third lesson is for you to have a specific plan. Being organized, putting everything on a piece of paper is ultimately what will lead to success when starting a new diet. So my plan really included the specific times of my 8-hour eating window, ideas for healthy, nutritious meals, as well as the ingredients I needed to buy to make these foods. It also included my meal preps. So before even starting my diet, I had an idea of when I was going to eat, what I was going to eat, and when I was going to prepare the foods I would eat. I know that for a lot of people, planning isn't necessarily fun, their thing, or what keeps them organized, but temptation is so much stronger when you don't have a plan, and mentally, planning helps you stay on track and avoid making mistakes and giving up.
Oh, do you want to go running after work today?
Gotta meet a friend for dinner.
So as you get used to it and kind of get into a groove, then the planning aspect isn't really as important, but I really put emphasis on doing the plan at the beginning because that's when you'll have more temptations and more cravings. So my fourth lesson is for you to stay hydrated and drink lots of water, even more than you would drink usually. A weird fact about the human body is that it can actually confuse thirst with hunger. So lots of people who do intermittent fasting aim to drink almost 4 liters per day. That was way too much for me, but I tried to do 3, and honestly, it really helped with the feeling of hunger during my fasting periods.
I don't know, I just like how it tastes. Makes me feel good.
Yeah, no.
I love things that make me feel good.
So my fifth and final lesson is for you to eat more whole foods. So the more whole food calories you eat every day, the fuller you're going to feel and better you're going to feel. If you eat 1,000 calories of McDonald's,
You have your own McDonald's? No way!
and I eat 1,000 calories of whole foods, not only will I be fuller, I'll also be fuller for longer. So the whole foods are the secret to intermittent fasting and should not be overlooked.
It's the clothes that you're gonna get. I mean, you don't deserve them. You eat carbs, for Christ's sake.
So I have a little extra tip for you to make the fasting period better. So the tip is really simple. Start your fast the right way. So what this means is that instead of eating a meal loaded with carbs like pizza or pasta that will spike your blood sugar and then make it crash and leave you feeling hungry sooner, the best way to feel full for longer is to have a low carb meal with healthy fats and high proteins. So this will leave you feeling full for longer and will make the fasting for 16 hours much easier. As for my personal results, I've been doing the intermittent fasting for approximately 8 weeks and have already lost 10 pounds. So I'm really happy with the results, and I really want to try and continue the 16-8 fasting schedule with the hopes of at least maintaining my weight. So if you feel comfortable, please share your results with intermittent fasting in the comment section below. If you had any issues with starting your intermittent fasting diet, then let me know in the comment section, and hopefully I can make a video about it later in the future. So thanks for watching, and until next time.